Stark, Main & Co are a UK award-winning firm of chartered tax advisors and accountants committed to offering high-quality tax and business advisory services. With a committed and professional team, we have the focus and drive to help you change the numbers which are important to you. We are proud of the difference we can make together.
This is Stuart Cameron with a look at yesterday's rugby from the Borders, and it was a bizarre afternoon with the two big local games in the Premiership rained off after originally being declared on, while games in the National League and Championship went ahead. Let's begin with the Melrose game at home to Edinburgh Accies. Accies arrived and despite the heavy rain were happy to play. Melrose had other views and the referee called the game off. Ironically, less than half a mile down the road, the appropriately named Melrose Storm played out an 11-all draw against Gala A. Meanwhile, Gala's game against Aberdeen Grammar had to be scrapped after the rain refused to stop. By this time, Aberdeen had reached Dalkeith and had to turn the coach round to head back up north. But we had three matches in the National League locally. Hawick and Jed played on their own grounds while Selkirk switched theirs down the road as Philip Hoch was flooded. Let's begin with Hawick against table toppers Watsonians, whose only league defeat came on day one of the season, way back in balmy August. The Greens' recent form wasn't good, with two home defeats to Peebles and Kelso on the trot, but yesterday they were on fire, scoring 4 tries to claim a bonus point win and launch themselves into second place, just 4 points adrift from Watsonians. John Coote scored a hat-trick of tries, Gary Johnson got the other, and Lee Armstrong kicked a conversion and a penalty, with Neil Rennick getting the other penalty goal. Here's reaction from Hawick number 8, Keith Davis.
All week it kind of been a good buzz in that, so everybody came together today and you could see on the pitch it was a good victory for us. That's what it's like when the city teams come into the border teams, and who knew for the game they wouldn't be up for it playing on a pitch like that, and kind of proved today some of them weren't up for it, and I'm just glad we've got the 5 points.
Also in the National League at Riverside Park, Jed Forest beat Kelso in a scrappy but tense match by 11 points to 9, thanks to a 50-metre penalty late in the game from Ewan Scott to clinch it for the home side. It was only the second win this season for Jed, who move off the bottom of the table with just 6 games to play. They scored the only try of the match from David Gobby in the first half. Ian Chisholm kicked a penalty for the home side, with Kelso's points coming from the boot of Murray Hasty. Here's reaction from both camps, starting with victorious Jed skipper Gregor Young.
I think it's probably one of the biggest games in the club's history, and it was a must win, and we managed to pull it out in the end. It's good to see that the boys have got that heart to just keep digging deep and holding in for the win at the end. So we had to play into the wind in the first half, which was a struggle to kick the ball out and actually make some yards. So we were under the cosh there, but Kev was just basically telling us to put it down the corners, keep Kelso in their half and just tug away, really. So
a very disappointed Kelso captain, Chris Riddle, gave us his thoughts.
Oh, it's very, very frustrating there. We never got over that line. I mean, all credit to Jed, they've done well, they stuck in and they threw everything at it. It wasn't clinical enough in the first half, or a lot of possession, never got over the line. Line out never worked very well, but positive note, the scrum worked well. But there's a lot of things we can work on training nights Tuesday, Thursday, and we may as well just get the heads up now and just plug on Tuesday, Thursday and look forward to the next game. I think we've got Peebles on Saturday, so we're looking for a must-win then. We're not looking behind us, we're trying to look forward this season, and we're still aiming for the top 4th position. So to be honest, I still think the boys can do it. If we knuckle down and get another couple of wins, back-to-back wins is what we're struggling on, so we really need to get that going.
That Jed win, as I said, takes them off the bottom of the table, but after 10 straight defeats, that will give plenty of belief to the Riverside boys. Selkirk kept up their promotion bid with a 13-6 win against Hillhead Jordan Hill. Darren Clapperton moving on to 12 tries for the season in all competitions, with another score in Selkirk colours. He's now scored 3 times more tries than any other Selkirk player this season. Scott Hendry took over the kicking duties from the injured Mike McVie and landed a conversion and 2 penalties. Selkirk move up to 4th in the table. Here's their skipper, Gavin Craig.
Yeah, really good result. I was really chuffed that we got the win, because the conditions were just horrendous. It's just one of those days where you just have to get stuck in, really, and I think we were just that bit hungrier for it. We're a team that likes to throw the ball about as well, so I thought that it would probably suit Hillhead more, because they're a big pack, and I thought it was just going to have to be a forwards battle today, but we were still able to throw the ball about, and it was Darren Clapperton that got the try for us from... It was a good backs move, actually, and he got a bit of space and managed to get over for the try. we're hoping that we can win our rest of the games and push for those promotion places, because I feel that anybody can beat anybody on their day, so it's still all to play for us, so we're going to try and push for those promotion.
Finally, in the Championship B League, Peebles kept up their good form with a 23-7 win against Perthshire at the Guides. That takes them to within a point of league leaders Howe of Fife. Hoyk YM's game at Lasswade was postponed. Don't forget, plenty of festive rugby in the Borders coming up. On Boxing Day, it's Gala v Melrose in the Waverley Cup. That's at 3 o'clock at Netherdale, while the Skelly Cup between Jed Forest and Hoyk, that's at Riverside Park, and it also doubles as an RBS Cup match and kicks off at 1:30. Then on Saturday the 29th of December, there are Border League games involving Hoyk against Melrose and Hoyk YM versus Selkirk, while Peebles will play Jed Forest in the Border Cup at the Guides. Remember, for all the news, results, video, audio and rankings, go to bordersrugby.net.